it is a relatively effective tactic, but it doesn't beat high armaments in terms of missiles. It doesn't beat artillery. And bearing in mind how long it's taken the Western governments, at least this year and before that, to procrastinate their way to a solution, Ukraine has very little alternative options at the moment. We simply don't know when Ukraine is going to get new weapons. Yes, the British and the French provided Storm Shadows. That's excellent, but Ukraine is running out. We're still waiting on Olaf Scholz in Germany to start talking about Taurus missiles, and the Americans haven't provided HIMARS. So the Ukrainians are having to use what they have, and that is not a viable alternative in terms of heavy artillery, in terms of missiles.
Блин, как быстро все это.
Дом горит.
Буквально 5 минут назад прилетело. Железнодорожный район.
We've known for a while that the Ukrainians have the capacity. They've been talking about having a drone that reaches 1,000 kilometers. And so this is certainly, I would say, significant because, yes, they've gone to various parts of Western Russia. They've hit Moscow before, but they've never gone as far as Tatarstan, which is another 14 hours by train from Moscow. So it is a huge distance that they've managed to cover. And if they can target the oil refineries in Tatarstan and logically further back towards Ukraine, then it becomes that much harder for Russia because they have been hitting oil refineries. I think they've taken out 10% of Russia's oil capacity so far. If they can keep on doing that, then Russia is going to have to move its oil refineries even further east, which becomes much harder for its war effort. So it is certainly significant, I would say. Whether they can keep on doing it remains to be seen. I think really the idea is that it would force the Russians to put even more air defense in Russia away from the front line, and therefore they could target Russian forces in Ukraine and also Crimea as well. That probably is the plan, more so than trying to hit every oil refinery this side of the Urals. But who knows? They have played an absolute blinder in regards to this, so we'll see. Ukraine is at a critical effort. I think Russia in this week has taken 400 square kilometers. It's the most it's taken this year, probably even last year. Who knows? They are building up, I think, towards an offensive in the summer, because when the mud stops in Ukraine, they will move their tanks. And we saw the biggest tank deployment only yesterday. The Ukrainians thankfully managed to wipe out, I think, half of them. So it is certainly certainly okay. Yes, the Americans talk a good game, but they haven't provided Ukraine with the weapons it needs. They're still procrastinating in terms of the $61 billion because the Republican Party seems in fools of Vladimir Putin, and other Western governments also have not provided anywhere near the sufficient amounts that they should have done. Germany is the obvious culprit and always gets blamed, but other countries like France have simply not kept up either.
Это мы горим. Нефтяная база горит.